Hello, welcome back. It is Momodora again. In case you were confused about what this video is about, this visual video that you clicked on with your finger. Last time a big huge anime lady was upstairs and told us to do something, but I'm just gonna keep exploring. Because that's what these games are all about, is the exploring of these huge, massive worlds. What's that? Call elevator. I do not need to call elevator. Elevator is already here. Besides, I do not have a cell phone. So how am I supposed to call an elevator? But anyway, we also got the ability to jump off walls. So that should be nice and good. And interesting at the very least. Looks like this is a fishing spot. So it's nothing. Just came down all that way for nothing. But wait, there's a question mark. What's the question mark? Can I gain a fishing pole? Obtained fishing supplies. We can now do fishing. So cast. Fishing log. We have probably no fish. Caught coral crab. Okay. How many... Look at all those fish that you can catch. I don't see why I would catch fish, though. Perhaps it has some purpose later on, but I'm not in a fish-catching mood. It still has a question mark on it. That makes me think that there's something else in the fishing spot. I like the way that how that double jump has like a ripple effect. I guess I'm going for the special item, anchovy. Anchovy isn't a fish, is it? I know that it goes on pizza, but is it really a fish? I've never looked it up. Tadpole. That's a baby frog. Better put that back until it grows up, and then we can catch it. 3 carp. Carp seem to be common. 3 more carp. Oh, there's a flower right in the middle of the screen. That's what I'm supposed to get, is the flower. Silly me. If you miss this flower, then don't miss it. Don't miss the flower that I did not miss because there was a question mark. A helpful question mark. What's the fishing minigame for? Anyway, that anime lady up... There were 2 massive, very well-endowed anime ladies in the last episode. And making a well-endowed lady is not particularly bad to do, character design wise, but it's just odd when it's in an anime style. It feels odd. Can I warp? I cannot warp. It's like, I don't know. When you have a royal fairy lady, I don't know, it's just hard to explain, it just feels odd. So where have I not been to? I've been to pretty much everywhere on this side of here. And then there's that side, but I don't think I can go all the way over there. I have my death cloud with me. I can explore over here some of these secrets. Oh yeah, I can go there. That's where I'm supposed to go, but it's a very, very long way away. This game and its long pathways. Long and pathways. We can save in between, so we don't die endlessly. What else is there to buy here? Nothing. I bought everything. Let me air dash. I'd like to air dash sometime soon. Because it's getting more and more annoying to not air dash. Go where? Go down. But I'm here, so up? No. There is no simple path back, is there? I have to go this way. I think I got literally everything in this whole zone. Except maybe some fish, but who cares about fish? Fishermen? Fishermen? Are you a fisherman? Do you care of the fish? Oh! I guess when it comes to like royalty, when you're designing royalty, it feels weirder when you have them have open cleavage, because royalty is like, well, why you would want to be more formal, I feel like, as royalty, especially in the ages that this game is set in, like old-timey ages. I feel like royalty would wear very formal wear, because that's what royalty actually wore in real life back then. And what they wear, and what they still wear in real life now, is very formal, very dressed up attire. So it feels weird when they have lots of cleavage in these anime games, when you have this very royal person. And I guess the excuse would be, well, it's a fairy. It's in the fairy kingdom, and fairies are very different from humans and our culture. And I suppose that would be okay lore, because fairies like to dress up in scantily clad dresses in pretty much all media for some reason. I guess someone had a thing for fairies at some point, and then made Tinkerbell in that dress, and then everyone was like, we must make our Tinkerbell in a very similar dress. And then everyone else was like, yes, this is the dress that all fairies wear in all media. Meanwhile, if that fairy woman were real, she would need like a lot of support. I feel like, because real women complain about having not enough support in those sorts of areas. Not that I've heard anything like that. Not that I've heard women complaining about that. I have, every now and then. And then you have that huge snake lady. She had even less support than the queen lady. So imagine the back problems that come with that. Just need a chiropractor 24/7 at that point. I don't mean to take this in creepy ways, I just mean to have realistic conversations about these weird anime things. And hey, the game had it in it, I'm just talking about it. So don't blame me, blame the game, if you're blaming anyone. And I feel like anime goes to huge women more often than other media, being scantily clad. Or maybe that's also a comic book thing. Comic books often have scantily clad people, and not just women. Because they're like, we must appeal to as many people as possible, and nudity appeals to as many people as possible. So let's make everyone scantily clad. And that's how comic books sell, and that's how anime sells. Lunar what? Takes 10 real-life minutes, huh? Just like that one spot. But I never went back to that one spot. So that's just another spot I have to remember whenever I unlock the warp ability. Ow, why are there bugs? Why bug me? Why did you bug me, bugs? Was that all that's here? Is that one little thing? Yay. Just missed the eyeball completely. There's another area I can go to, now that I have my thingle, my wall jump thingle. I did it. I got the thing. But what else is in this room? You're telling me there's secrets. You're telling me there's other secrets. Perhaps wall jump secrets? I cannot tell, but there's a room. It is a room and not a ruse, but a room. Moonlight's repose, but who reposes the moonlight? Who reposes me? Is that all? Is the trial over? It would seem so. Oh. For some reason on the map, we go down a room whenever we go through here. So I guess it's like a huge combat tower. Are you combat towering me, game? I know your little tricks. Or do I? In this slab lay the history of our world, as told by the white sage of Ishlith. Isolith? Ishlith? And then more lore, tons of lore. Too much lore. What's this spell? It's a slow spell. So don't get caught in the slow spell. Or at least slow movement spell, not a slow attack spell for some reason. Arrows do nothing. So do not use arrows, it would seem. At least on that one. For a second there I thought that those were a lot of Doras, or is it Momos? Am I Momo or am I Dora? I forget. I think Dora was our sister and that I am Momo right now. I think that's how it was. That doesn't mean I'm right, that just means that I think of something. Yes, more attack damage. I assume our rewards will become greater and greater as we go along. Hopefully. Or at least that there will be more rewards as we go. So no slowdown gimmick this time. These enemies seem to be area by area. Like these are enemies from the water fairy area. And then the previous enemies were from the areas that were previous to those. I meant to dodge there, but I did not, apparently. What's my reward? It's more lore. More lore that I don't want to read. Because there's too much lore, there's too much text. 4 had like a decent amount of text, but this game really has a ton of text. Oh yeah, some of these enemies were in the demon area, the demon blobs. So now I'm being spoiled on enemies I have not seen yet. Or at least I'm getting to see them early. Oh boy, big hatchet men. I guess I should go there later. And as we know, I lost nothing from going there. Why is it red now? Oh, I can jump on here. Where's your secret? Give me your secret. Could the secret be in here? Oh wait, no, it's a flower. The flower is the secret. For some reason my eyes just go right over those flowers sometimes. So that's 25 attack power, which is quite a lot. Quite a lot of attack compared to where we were in the beginning of the game, the very start. And then that's that thing that takes 10 real life minutes to grow. Is it grown yet? 3 more minutes. And by then I'll be like halfway across the map. So see ya. What? Why is that there? I wasn't there before. I guess they wanna like take me one way and not the other. How odd. New artificial barriers of blockage. Poison clouds. Stop clouding. Poison. Go away, poison cloud. I guess I'll jump over you. How rude of you to stick around. Okay, so that way is blocked. And that way is blocked. So which way is the supposed to go way? My arrows cannot penetrate. It is unpenetratable. There seems to be only 2 ways I could have gone here. So maybe I have to go all the way back up and find a completely new way. Because the only other way would be like the tower, but that seems to be its own thing, separate from all these other thingles. And I'm not sure how to progress through these bubbles yet. Unless there's a secret passage. Secret passage has been denied me. So now we go the only way we can, which is up, to get more secrets. Ow, ow! Why did you hurt me? Why? Perhaps I should take the smarter route, which is just straight up the wall, rolling around like Sonic the Hedgehog. I wonder just how popular Sonic the Hedgehog still is. Because I know that Mario is popular and that they feuded for quite a while. But Mario's on top and Sonic is who knows where. Sonic is doing drugs in the back alley while Mario's just still on top of the world. Well, there's a way around. Why did you want to filter me into this one pathway? Perhaps you had sinister motivations? Now surely I didn't miss just a super obvious berry in here, did I? Did I? Seems like there's nothing, except wait a minute, that's a down path, haha. The fortunate increases luck. Well, how many of these lame sigils am I going to get? Lame sigils that do barely anything, compared to the ones that actually do something. I want ones that do something big. Something big enough for me to want them to be equipped. In my inventory. Oh, battle. Why was that enemy so tough? It was just a regular enemy. I thought I could just attack it. And just keep attacking until it died. You know, like the cyber demon. Attack it till it dies, or at least until it kills you. Shoot it till it dies, says the official guide on how to beat the cyber demon. These enemies are probably new, these enemies showing up, because I don't remember that big dragon thing being there before. Attack me, attack. Let me dodge a bit, let me be a bit dodgy. These enemies are definitely upgraded. They have like a red mist around them. Demon blobs. Upgraded demon blobs. But what upgraded them and why? Perhaps the demon bell was rung 50 more times in a row. So that way's out of the question. They definitely want to like block off all other possible paths for unknown nefarious purposes. Nefarious game design. Oh, that's unique. It's not, it was a flower but on the ceiling. It was like a berry, but it was not the correct berry, the regular berry. Must kill the baby strawberries before they turn into big, huge strawberries. Now that would be a neat enemy. Like it starts off as the small version and then grows into the big version. And you've got to kill it as the small version first. There's an idea for you, game designers. I've got to get that item. But what if the passageway is blocked off to me? And then I can't get the item because the passageway is blocked off to me? Activate and then run off. Can I? No. Thanks for limiting me with your invisible walls. Invisible walls are so much fun. So now can I jump up this wall and maybe get up into there? Into that secret room? That room that's still a secret? No, but perhaps up here I can. Yes! Companion, simple cube. What does the simple cube do? The simple cube periodically finds lunar crystals. That, you know what else does that? This one. Why did they think I needed 2 of them? They even have the same description. Wait, is that... That might give me there the... faster. At least from here it'll be faster. The other way might have been blocked off. Who knows? Not me. Me don't know. You might know, but me don't. These enemies take normal damage, but the ones that ambushed me took like 20 times the damage. So what's up with that man? And what's up with that man? Man. Take me up. Oh, we're in the same room now, aren't we? Yeah. Full circle. Ow. Stop hurting me and start healing me with your lifeblood. Your lunar lifeblood. Through the lunar crystals. Can't go down that way. I wonder why I can't go down that way, because that's a... That's like only a way to... Well, you're keeping me here now, and I don't think you want to keep me here. I feel like that's like only an entrance to this room from that room. Either that or it's like... That's a bounce pad that gets me up there, actually. But I don't need that bounce pad anymore. I don't need the pad anymore, the bounce pad. Oh, little person. Little tiny person. Filthy human, stay away! Okay. What do you want? Get lost? I'm not your enemy. Let me through here, let me get through! Lots and lots of dialogue. The last game had like a couple of sentences of dialogue per encounter, but now this one has like whole paragraphs of dialogue per encounter. Oh, now you let me through. I guess we used talk no jutsu. Talking is what all you need sometimes to defeat all of your enemies and kill them forever. Is that a pathway? That looks like an pathway, but it's not. It's not a pathway. It's just a regular bit of ground that's lit up when I come near it. Oh look, blood water. Little bloody places on the floor. Move your block. Oh, I can move through it. How fascinating. Oh. We have big casters. They seemingly did nothing to me but cast a spell. Hello, huge massive cat person. Do you have 17 paragraphs of dialogue also? Yes, you do. You have tons and tons of dialogue. Back when I was a kid, I wanted to play Zelda games because they were fun, but I was a slow reader, so I didn't like it for that aspect. I'm still a slow reader, but I can get through a Zelda game, because Zelda games don't have that much dialogue compared to even this game. I feel like they took the anime approach a little too far. Because visual novels in Japan will have like tons of dialogue, unnecessary amounts of dialogue even. Just look at the Phoenix Wright series for that. And a lot of the dialogue is like not needed. Like oftentimes it tells you something you already knew or something that is very obvious to just figure out on your own. It's like they need someone to come in and refine the dialogue, but then that person never came in. So, that guy has a lot of HP. It seems like it's better to run away from him than to try to fight him. And here are those bug things that we saw before. Now where's the huge cleaver guys? The guys with massive huge cleavers that I already saw because of the combat zone. Are they here, perhaps? No, it's globs. It's big, huge blob globs. Blob globs. Blob globs. Blob blob. Blob glob. Blob glob. There's something for you to say 70 times quick. Blob glob. It's a real tongue twister. Like the words tongue twister. But that's not a tongue twister in itself, is it? Isn't that ironic that tongue twister is not a tongue twister, mister? It's a glowberry. It's a fairy berry. It's interesting that everything's in berries. Maybe that has something to do with the moon or whatever. Because, you know, the moon is all round like. Because the fairies go in berries, and then the health goes in berries, and the stamina and the magic upgrades. Everything is in berries. And you know berries are round and the moon is round, so maybe they have something to do with each other. More damage. How many damage upgrades are there? Will I go up to 99 damage? Will I go up to 200? I really wish I had that map meter. That percentage meter. Maybe it's like an upgrade that I have to get. I guess that's not a ledge I can go to, at least not yet. So wait. Was there nothing down there? Could I not have gotten down there? It seems like I can't. And it seems to be correct that I cannot. Unless there's a secret passageway. An passageway. So we have this little shortcut. And then we have whatever's up here. So let us explore some more. Because who knows if the way we were going was the correct way. It could be this way. It could be no way. It could be backwards. It could be forwards. You don't know until you go. My fellow Joe Schmo. There was a different secret in that other room. How about that? Well, I'll see it in about 1 billion years when I come back there. Oh. You're the aggressive one, are you? Aren't you? Well, what if I just... I guess that doesn't work. They still stagger, though. Anything that staggers is not that hard of an enemy. Or at least anything that staggers that easily is not that hard of an enemy. Dude, come on. Get your spell away from me. Come on now. You know what you're doing. You're just keeping me away from your berry. Your sweet HP berry. 900 HP. Why does that do 0 damage to him? I would get it if it did 1 damage, but why 0? Maybe demons are just made of sterner stuff. Okay. So what's this sigil? What's it do? What does the sigil do? When dealing melee damage to enemies, sometimes magic blades will appear to aid you. It's Virgil! It's Virgil! Picking up lunar crystals restores your health. Companions act more often. I don't need that. I need Virgil. Give me my Virgil. My magic blades appearing all around me. Because I am the storm that is approaching. Ah. Beam skeleton. At least in Castlevania that's what you be. Oh! The swords. The cool swords. I wish I could crouch in this game, then I could, like, go under the beam skeleton eye. The eye beam. Like right there. Why couldn't I go under the eye beam right there? Come on, man. Come on, man. So, unlock door. And secret. Gain the secret. And that should be all the secret for that room. Woo! So, lunar crystals. Heal me up. And then attack power. Go up to 31, is it? Or is it 29? It's 29. It's less than I want it to be. But still lots and tons and tons and lots. Come here, demon. Demonity. Demon humanity, demonity will not kill me today. What if the demon version of humanity is called demonity? Aw man, bleeding gets away all my health? Why? Why have you done this to me, demonity? Oh look, it's an anime lady. Perhaps I can talk to her. You cannot talk to the anime lady. A lumen fairy free. And she has joined her kin. I did not find the anime fairy place that I could go to. The anime fairy kingdom. So where are my anime fairies that I'm setting free? Maybe they're just all the random fairies going around. Don't feel any different. I feel like that's just like an effect that I haven't gotten yet. Like an ability I haven't gotten yet. And thus it just says, well, you don't feel any different, but it'll be like I'm upgrading that ability without knowing it. She had a little bat friend. But the friend was mine. I killed the friend. I killed the bat friend. So, now... Oh! What are you guys? So now... There's still that area I have not gone to, and then there's the massive shaft. I feel like that's how I'm supposed to get out of the area, so I'll do that last. But first, I shall go on the upward path, because upward is not downward, and it is across instead of down. Oh. How about that? Barrier. That's behind probably an ability that I have to get. Or secret wall. No secret wall. I feel like some of these Metroidvania games get good like halfway through. And sometimes they like feel bad to play towards the beginning. Because I'm getting more into this game as it's going along. Like last video I was all being a doomer about it. Being all doom-filled about the game. And not liking it as much, but now I'm liking it more for some reason. I don't know why. Just sometimes these games are like that. Defeating enemies restores a small portion of your health. It is the... what ring is it? It's the Ring of the Evil Eye in Dark Souls. And then in Elden Ring, it's like the thing that I got in the last episode of Elden Ring. I forget the name of it because things in Elden Ring do not have nearly as iconic names as things in Dark Souls. $1,000 gold, moon gold. How fascinating. Moon gold. Oh yes, Beam Man. Must beat the Beam Man very slowly. Oh, get the thing. And then when you're in the cutscene, you do not get hurt. And now we're at 31 damage. We can kill things much better than we could before. Like the chess move, B4. And there's that lever. What a clever lever idea. Putting all these shortcuts behind levers. I wish more areas were laid out like this. Oh, the Black Bell. How about that? That's much bigger than I thought it would be. Oh. That's just Morrigan from Darkstalkers. And you cannot convince me otherwise. These people probably played that game. It's a fighting game with a succubus in it. Bloodthirsty Archdemon Seriel. You can say that if you want to, but that's Morrigan from Darkstalkers. What? Okay, something for the men and something for the ladies too. Bloodthirsty siblings, you say? Suddenly it's Ornstein and Smo up in here. Except not nearly as iconic. If you can damage them both at the same time, then the boss will go by easier and faster. Ta-da! Blood siblings gone. Moon God of Rebirth, give us life again! Oh, everyone's here. Okay. Does this mean that we're getting closer to the end? I'm sorry you had to deal with those two alone. Everything we do here is alone. But anyway, we got the bell, or something like that. On the way to Fairy Village, something happened, and then she explains everything that happened. Off screen. How about this, you keep looking for the Moon siblings so we can stop their bickering from destroying the entire world. The Moon siblings. What about the Black Bell? Shall I ring it? Thank goodness I cannot ring the evil bell. What will you do about the evil bell? Okay, you tiny two people will figure something out, will you? You two are tiny, and only two. How will you do anything? How will you get it through these hordes of demons? Silly people. Maycan village. New village. Just dropped. My fellow brethren. Right, that's new. And then companions. It doesn't tell you what it does until you equip it, so that's bad. That's terrible. That's horrible. So both of these do the exact same thing, do they? Attack bat, attack. Okay. It's literally the exact same attack, but it's just a bat instead. And then there was that thing down there that I just completely forgot about. When I went into my inventory. Little berry, little health berry. Oh. I'm dead. How did that happen? Well, now I can explore these other pathways. These pathways. To be honest, I wanted to explore these pathways anyway. And that's not an excuse. I did want to explore these. And I did die for real there. That was a for real death that I did not mean to have happen. It's another hole. It's a dark hole. We're in dark holes. For some reason, these enemies did not trigger a combat encounter where it has the red walls around it. Why is that? Why were these enemies not important enough for a little combat encounter? How odd. How oddish of you. It is very oddish. So that other encounter was another one where it's like, have these regular enemies but at way higher HP and stagger thresholds. So then you're like woefully underprepared because mentally you're like, that's the regular kind of enemy. Oh, I guess they just took the black bell. That 100-ton bell, you know, that only giants can wield correctly. Only people as huge as the one lady fairy, pretty much, could wield something like that correctly. Ow. Scythe. Scythe is not friend. It is foe. Where am I attacking? I'm attacking you? Little bat person. Don't hurt me. Don't kill. You can hurt me, but don't kill me. But if you kill me, then don't hurt me. Oh, bleed. Why do I be bleeding? 950 health. That's a lot of HP. How high will it go? Will it go to 2,000? Will it go to 150? And where's my next bell? That's a nice little area. Why does the moon have a moon? And what's with this massive moon chunk floating in the air? Is that a moon castle we can go to? That would be cool. I want to go to the moon castle. The floating moon castle in the air. I want to know what's up with that moon scar. Moon mist blocks the way. That reminds me of Mist Could Pass. Back in Symphony of the Night. When you reach an area where only this mist form can pass through, it tells you mist could pass. But it seems like where I'm going... Well, there's down there, and then there's way up there. So I want to go down first. Explore everything. Explore everything, and then nothing will be secret to you. Except for that one thing that you have to, like, hit this very particular object in the game for. Some games are like that, where you have to hit something in particular. Like in Doom 4, there's this one skull that you have to hit with a particular weapon, and then you will get, like, an extra bonus little guy from it. That you would just have no idea is there otherwise. So thanks for Obscure Secrets games. I see. Yep. Accursed autarch. What's an autarch? Is an autarch a real thing or a fake anime video game thing? Seems to not be too hard of a boss. Just stands there and does 1 or 2 attacks. Hello? Autarch, where are you? Are you down here? Perhaps? Ow! You are down here. Stop hurting me. I just wanted to get close to you. But no. Keeps flinging his balls at me. His flesh balls. I guess jumping over him would be less damaging. What are those balls? If you deal enough damage to the boss, then a magic sphere pops out. It would seem, but I'm not sure how much damage I need to do for that to pop out. Okay, come on. I'm trying to get away here. Okay. Keep on jumping. Okay. Why? Why are you like this? Why do you do this to me? This is a long way. Not too long, but it's long enough. Just long enough to be annoying. Now come down here, autarch, and get your beating. Get your monthly beating. Ow. This guy does not have clear enough tells for what attacks he's about to do. He just has the spheres for, like... He has one version of the sphere tell that's like, I'm gonna send out little guys, and then one version which is like, I'm gonna send out little sphere guys. And then one version that is, I'm gonna spike you. And it's just... The spike you one, that's the clearest one to tell. But how am I supposed to tell between the little goo guys and the spheres that it sends out? Maybe I could just attack from a distance. It seems to not be able to hit me from this far away if I just keep attacking and don't do anything too silly. If I jump every once in a while, then those spheres won't hit me. If I jump, that is. And this does a good amount of damage on its own. That seems to work. Although it is very repetitive and dull, it seems to work. Which is good enough for gamers, isn't it? If it's the easy way to beat the boss, then we will do it that way. No matter how dull or repetitive it is. You should really have some sort of attack that tries to get me out of the corner. That's kind of a big oversight in this boss's design. That he just cannot get you out of the corners. I wonder how many bosses in the game are like that. Because in theory, you could do that with more than one boss, in theory. Hello, skull blobs. Skull glob blobs. Demon glob blobs. Blob glob. Blob glob glob glob. Who's your secret? Where's my secret? Let me jump off the wall. Let me jump off the wall, I say. I say it to you, the viewer, and not anyone in particular. I did it. I jumped off the wall. Me. Me as in myself, and I. Ashen Hinterlands. So this is its own whole different area zone. It's like beneath the tree, because you can see the roots in the background. So just how far away am I getting from over there? Is this the correct way? Because the only other way would have taken me back up stairs. Damage upgrade, 33. Is this fish bugged? It just stayed there forever. And that doesn't seem like the correct thing that it's supposed to do. Walls like this just look like they'd have secrets behind them. But they don't, because there's no question mark on my mini-map. My map that is miniature. Very easy enemy. Secret, secret, give me the secret. Oh, plant lunar crystals and let them grow. This is the worst kind of secret. Just let them grow for 10 minutes. Yeah, I've got nothing better to do. Just wait around for 10 minutes. That's like an active disrespect of your time, unless they just expect you to come back there later. Tired? Why tired? Why me tire? Why me get tire? Stop hurting me. I need to be less hurt. Ah. It's a razor! Great sigil. Give me new sigils. She doesn't have the red talk bubble, so I cannot get more kinds of sigils at this current moment in current time. But there is Catman. There is a Catman. Does he have things to sell me? Transportation! That's good. That's very good. Where can you transportate me? Seems like... It's definitely not everywhere, but it's a good amount of places. So that's good. We unlocked transportation, everyone. I wish I could just transport to any bell, but this is better. This is probably better in the long run. I cannot transport to any bell. So I think I'm gonna... I'll wait for me getting all of the upgrades before I start teleporting around. Because I can't get everything in the game until I have all the upgrades anyway. And that's what I want to wait for, is to get all the upgrades. But anyway, that's enough gameplay for one day. So go away, get away from here. The end. That's the end, but not of the game, of the video, in case you couldn't tell.